Well, as you may notice, after constructing this tank, my peacock bass became very comfortable and immediately have spawned. But as you well know, since I've put other videos of them having baby fries, I'm unable to keep them alive. So of course this is not a proper tank to raise baby fries, but unfortunately they're ending up in the sump or in the filter pad. The majority of them are located down in the bottom there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're gathering in the bottom. I don't know if they'll live, but like I said, I'm not really into raising baby peacock bass, but it would be nice to save a couple. That's why I've asked my viewers if it's possible, if you can comment or share some knowledge with me as to how I would be able to raise them, because I thought I was knowledgeable since I've inquired about it, but really have not had any good results. So I'm pretty much stuck with having them, feeding them for a while, and then they eventually perish. I was told that I have to change up the food, which I give them brine shrimp, very fine. Then eventually in 2 weeks, almost to a month, I start giving them dry shrimp, but I crush it up and I add it with the brine shrimp, but I don't get any results. I've done several things, as taking the rock out with the eggs on it, putting it in a 20-gallon tank, lowering the bacteria sponge so the bubbler does not create too much current. I went with a bare bottom. I went with rocks decor. I just can't seem to get them to live. So this is like their 6th batch of fries, and no results. Parents do good, the babies don't do too well. But this is a different tank. This is a 220 gallon. Their old tank sits over here. I intend to put a bumblebee grouper saltwater in this one. It's fairly big. Soon as possible, by the end of the month maybe. I also got a quarantine tank back there, but I haven't put any water in it. I'm debating if I really actually want to put up a quarantine tank, but in the future, if I tend to get other fish and adequately involve them in my main tank, I have to have a quarantine tank. So right now, this is pretty much what's going on with my peacocks. I just escaped and constructed a little 20-gallon tank that I put together. Came out fairly nice. I got a canister filter on it. I also didn't add water to this. I'm debating if I want to put it up, put some peacock cichlid babies in here, and then raise them. But of course, still skeptical, not knowing what I really want to do. But I've got the availability just in case I do want to put them together. So I'm actually stuck at the moment with babies that I don't know, or baby fries that I don't know are going to live or not. But I was going to at one point take the father out and see if the mother, since the mother, you know, tends to be more attentive. But I figured if I take out the father and it doesn't work, then it was all for nothing. So I just left them together. And of course, my 200-gallon tank is still doing very good. This is a peacock bass. He's growing pretty good. And of course, I've got my other monsters in here. I've got a pair of Oscars, which I think that the tiger Oscar, the smaller one, is a male, and the red tiger Oscar is a female. But I haven't seen any eggs or anything happening, but they are nesting. And then of course I've got an empty 20-gallon tank that I was thinking of doing something, but have stopped in between. And then of course I've got my feeder fish tank. But overall, this is basically the situation I'm dealing with now. Is the peacock bass baby fries. They do have several of them. Really wish they would live, because so I guess till then I'll keep you updated on what transpires, if they live, if they don't live. And for now, subscribe, like, or comment. I would greatly appreciate if you could share some knowledge as to how to get these peacock fries to actually become adults or adults. Alright, thank you for your time again. Take care.